Okay, hi, my name is Lynette Young, and I am the product manager for Nexternal. Thank you for joining us today. I am excited to share with you the details of our joint partnership with CartStack, who offers a really spectacular abandoned cart recovery solution that you can use in your Nexternal store. So recently I was placing an order online and I started to put things in my cart, got interrupted by a phone call, which totally distracted me from my shopping and I forgot about it. And a little while later, I received an email from the company showing me the things that I left in my cart, which totally reminded me that I had not completed what I had started. And of course, I still wanted those items, so I clicked through and completed the purchase, which is exactly the way that's supposed to work. And that's just one of the many examples of how cart abandonment follow-up emails can help you increase your sales. You can set up an automatic system that provides the right messaging at the right time and recovers those lost sales for you. So here with us today, we are fortunate to have Mr. Colton Bradshaw, who is in charge of marketing for CartStack, and he is going to share with us his expertise in abandoned cart recovery and go through some best practices for a successful program to use in conjunction with your Nexternal store. So without further ado, here is Colton.
Thank you, Lynette. Really excited to be able to jump on and do this for you guys today. Just like Lynette said, I'm Colton. I have been with CartStack for almost 2 years now. I handle our marketing as well as work with many of our customers on their campaign designs and helping to improve their conversion. So really pumped, like I said, to get on and kind of talk to you guys about what CartStack is. So really quickly, what we'll cover in the next 20 or so minutes is just how, first of all, how to identify customers that want to book with you the most and capture their email address, because both are equally important. A quick overview of CartStack's sales recovery platform and how to launch a recovery campaign. So just a quick overview of the tool and how simple it is. Some best practices and tips for recapturing the highest percentage possible of lost sales. And then some just good high converting email examples that work well for you guys. So, and then the last thing actually is if you stick around to the end, we've got a special promotion for Nexternal customers that I'm really pumped to be able to show you guys. But quickly, let's get into what is CartStack. So CartStack, we've been around since about 2013 and we've helped thousands of websites recover lost revenue, most of which has been accomplished with abandoned cart email campaigns. Like Lynette was saying a minute ago, these are those emails you get when you fill a cart online and you don't finish, excuse me, and you don't finish checking out while you're on the website. What our system does is it watches all of your shoppers as they navigate your website, captures their contact data in real time, so email address, contact name, that kind of thing, and automatically drops that contact into an email recovery campaign to get them back to your site and through the checkout line. And with the right campaign, most stores can expect to recover around 15% or more of their abandoned carts. One of the main reasons we're holding this webinar now, though, is because the holidays are coming up and cart abandonment rates really skyrocket this time of year because you've got a lot of people shopping for all their friends and they don't quite know who wants what and they're putting things in carts and leaving the site, and cart abandonment rates just go crazy this time of year. So we wanted to give you guys a good demo now so you can take full advantage and get set up before the holiday traffic boom that's coming up. So let's get into why cart abandonment campaigns work so well. Well, first of all, it said that about 75% of your online shoppers are going to abandon a cart if they fill it, and for a lot of reasons. They could be price shopping. They may need to check on prices with family and friends or something before they make a purchase. They could have just gotten interrupted. I'm a prime example of this, actually. I was shopping. I saw a Facebook ad for some. I really like Puma, the apparel store, and I saw a Facebook ad for some shoes that they were running a sale on, and so I clicked on the ad, went to the website, and started to put the shoes in my cart, started to check out, and then realized that because I was on Facebook, none of my credit card information that's normally saved on my phone that pre-populates was saved there. So I was like, yeah, I'll just do this later. I'll do it on my computer or somewhere else where I have the card info available. So I left the cart and just totally forgot to come back to it. And so they sent me a couple emails that I've actually included here in the presentation for you guys today because they worked really well on me. I made the purchase. But The first reason is these shoppers have the highest purchase intent of any of your website visitors. So people that add something to your cart, they've given you a massive signal of intent to purchase. Think about when you're at Target or something. If you put something in your cart, you're most likely going to purchase that before you leave, before you put it back. So it's kind of the same thing. These people that put something in their cart are showing you, first and foremost, that they really like what you have, and secondly, that they have some desire to own it. So going after these shoppers is quite a bit easier and quite a bit less expensive than going after new customers or customers that maybe don't have as high of a purchase intent. Also, approximately 50% of cart abandoners will type their email address at some point before abandoning, and even more if your email field is higher on the form. So they get to that cart page, they start to check out, they type their email, type their name, phone number, they get distracted, they leave. 50% of those people will enter an email address at some point, and the good thing is that they don't actually have to hit the submit button for you to capture that email address, not at least with CartStack. CartStack captures contact data on your website in real time. So as your abandoners type their email address, even if they don't hit submit or make it to the next step in your checkout process, CartStack is going to be able to capture that lead and drop that lead into an abandonment campaign for you. The other reason is that cart abandonment campaigns work so well is because they're so timely, personalized, and relevant. And I'm going to get into what that means specifically here in just a minute. But what it turns into is open and click-through rates that are typically 3 times that of traditional marketing metrics, which, you know, if you guys are marketers, if you send a lot of marketing emails, I'm sure you've probably seen that it can be tough to get people opening and clicking through your emails, but cart abandonment emails don't really work that way because they are so closely related to a transaction that the customer was about to complete, right? So this is kind of what your typical cart abandonment email campaign metrics look like. Open rates in that 30 to 60% range. If you've sent out marketing emails in the past, you probably know that they fall right in that 12 to 15% range most of the time. It's not unusual for us to get 60% open rates. Click-through rates, 20%, when, you know, they're typically 2-3% with other marketing blasts. Conversion rate, meaning your conversion to sale, however many of these people are going to see your email and then go back and purchase, typically in the 15% range, and then unsubscribes pretty low. So this is just a quick snapshot to show you how well these can work. And so what we're going to do now is we're just going to jump into how to launch a cart recovery campaign, what CartStack looks like. We're going to jump into the back end here for you and show you guys around. All right. So what you're looking at right here is a 30-day snapshot for one of CartStack's customers. Excuse me. And then what you're going to see here is how many abandons in the last 30 days, and these do not count anonymous abandons. These are only abandons for contacts in which we've captured an email address for. And then this is how many you've recovered, your conversion rate, average order size, and this is just a chart detailing your abandonment activity on your site in the last 30 days. So as you can see, these guys here get a really good conversion rate, 21%. Typically we see them in the 15 to 22, 23% is average. 21, they're killing it. And then as you scroll down, you'll see some quick email engagement stats, how many emails are sent in the last 30 days, your open rate for the last 30 days. These guys get 42%. Click-through rate, 11% is really good. And then just your bounce rate and unsubscribe, so you know if you're doing it right or doing it wrong. And yeah, this is just the quick snapshot of the last 30 days. We'll dig into just kind of the settings here real quick to show you. This is where you set up all your website details, you know, your store. When you're testing CartStack, any emails you leave in this box right here will be the only emails to receive an abandonment email. So you can test out your campaigns and make sure they're all firing properly before you launch. Email settings, this is just your basic from and reply to email settings. This weekly report here, though, this is, you can opt to have CartStack sends you just a weekly report that details how your campaigns did in the last 7 days. So this is kind of what that looks like. And it's a lot like that dashboard that we land on right when you log into CartStack, but instead of 30 days, it's just showing you a 7-day snapshot, how they performed in the last 7 days. We'll get back over here. We will go to, before we get into the campaigns, I'm going to jump over to code really quickly. So CartStack integrates with your site really simply. It's a copy and paste type of integration. This code right here is what you're going to copy and paste into the global header of your website. Now, there are some specific instructions for Nexternal users on how to do this, and the link that we give you at the end of the webinar will provide more instructions on specifically how to install it in your Nexternal store. This is just a quick overview of what it looks like. So now we're going to get into campaigns really quickly, the emails, what is bringing back this revenue for our users. So with a cart abandonment campaign, you have the option to send up to 3 reminders. And then you've got all of your settings here where you set it all up. So these guys are sending their first email out 20 minutes after the user abandons the website with the subject line, "Oops, did something go wrong with your order?" I'm going to go over here in a second why this works so well. But as you can see, they're getting really good email engagement. So we know it's working well. And then once you get down to the email, pretty simple email here. Thank you for visiting zonediet.com, view cart. What I want you to pay attention to are these cart items tags right here, because this is how you're going to be able to pull in any photos, image descriptions, anything product specific that you want to pull into the email to remind your abandoners what they were looking at is going to be pulled in right here with these cart tags. And when I show you the email examples in a minute, I'll show you how that looks. And then you also have the option to A/B split test any email in your campaign. You can split test email copy or subject lines to improve your open rates and your click-through rates. So last thing on this page I want to show you is this custom design box right here. So if you guys get signed up for CartStack, you're going to be able to go here and request a custom email design where we'll have our designers go in and inject all of your branding and anything that you would like into the email and build you custom email templates. And I will tell you that this option's going away soon, so you may want to do this sooner than later. But yeah, we have a whole team that builds high converting cart abandonment email campaigns for all of our customers. So we'd love to have you guys take advantage of that while you can. So these guys, they're sending out this first email 20 minutes after, second email is going out 1 day, and then third email looks like 4 days. And each email is a little bit different, but all kind of follows the same format. And then we'll get over here into the report so I can show you kind of how these are performing for them. So before you get into the email stats, you're going to get some just quick info on your contacts. So this is the send queue. This is who is in line to receive an email and which email they're in line to receive. This is the archive. This is everyone that has been sent an email. Recovered orders. So what this is going to show you is which orders you've recovered with CartStack, which email that order came from, purchase date, and the cart total. Unsubscribes are just a report on who's unsubscribed from your campaigns. And then email stats here. This is a quick snapshot of how each email is performing in your campaign. So as you can see here, this first email for them, they've sent 217, recovered 26 orders for a 12% conversion rate. Second email's gotten 3%, third email's gotten 6%. So with these guys, you know, they're actually killing it, as we saw with their conversion rate. But if we were to make a recommendation on how to improve it, it would probably be right here with this second email, maybe to run a split test and see if you can't boost that metric up a little bit. But overall, these guys are doing really well. And that is just a really quick snapshot of how simple it is to run a CartStack campaign. And then let me get back over to my presentation here. And we'll get into some best practices and examples for you guys, just to go through to show you what works, what doesn't, right? So let's start out with timeliness. Emails sent out within the first 20 minutes after the user abandons the cart are 3 times more likely to be opened. As you can see, Zone Diet, they took our advice on that, and they get about a 12% conversion rate with that first email because it gets opened so quickly after the user abandons, right? Tone. A lot of the reason our customers have success is because of the tone you use in the email. Keeping your tone non-presumptive, light, and informal to helps you stand out in the inbox and really boost your open rate. See, King's Hawaiian here, oops, did something go wrong with your order? That's going to get me opening the email much, much quicker than if this subject line said something like, don't forget to come back and claim your cart now, hurry, 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 right? You know, it's way less in your face, and it feels like they're looking out for me. And I'm going to respond to that a lot better. And most people do. This is just kind of what their banner looks like when you open that email. So it kind of follows that whole support-based tone. Personalization. So reminding your abandoners of the items they were looking at with product photos and descriptions will skyrocket your click-through rates. Because if they're opening an email that just says, hey, don't forget to come back and claim your cart, but they don't really remember what they put in their cart, they are very unlikely to click on that email. But if they see the photos and the description of exactly what they almost purchased, they're going to react to that a lot better. Scarcity. Shoppers are 40% more likely to complete a purchase if they believe they may miss the chance to. So even injecting scarcity, just slightly injecting scarcity in these emails can get you massive, massive improvements in your results. Get me before I'm gone, just like hinting at the fact that if you don't purchase it now, you might not get the chance. And then here you'll see those cart item tags again. Let me go to the next example and kind of show you. Incentives. So this is Skinny Mix's first email, get me before I'm gone. Second email, save 10% on your entire order. So they're injecting a incentive into this email to try to get you to come back and claim your shopping cart. And that works for a pretty big portion of your abandoners, especially the price shopping portion of your abandoning shoppers, right? If they're price shopping and then you send them a coupon, that's going to be the thing typically that gets them to convert. And then again, with these cart item tags right here, it just pulls in your photo, description, however you want it to look, it pulls it in that way. And we have different templates and things that pull this in and make it look, help you set it up in the way that kind of fits your email, your style, and your business. Contact info. So around 26% of abandonment happens because shoppers have unanswered questions about your product. So you see these guys right here. This is that same email example I showed you a minute ago with the backpack and the shirt. However, the very first thing in their email they take care of, but get it out of the way first, is they want to make sure that you don't have any questions or that nothing about the product, nothing about the website kept you from making the purchase. So these guys get right in your face, hey, contact us if you need us. And this is just a really good strategy. These guys kill it with this email. Like I believe they run this same email for two or three on 2 or 3 different timers and recover something like 25% of their lost sales. So works really well for these guys. And I really, we encourage you to test out different things, try different things, figure out what works with your company and your company's tone of voice and what your customers respond to the best. Obviously, these guys have figured out that their customers typically have questions before they make a purchase. So let's go over some high-performing subject lines for you guys really quickly. So for that first email, support and humor are really the kind of the thing that break down that I don't want to be sold to barrier that a lot of buyers have, right? Using support or humor kind of takes them off their guard a little bit and gives them something to engage with. So, oops, did something go wrong? Is there something we can do to help? Did you forget something? Hey there, nice cart. These things just get really good results for your first email. And I'll show you, this is that, I was telling you a minute ago about Puma. And this is that first email I got from Puma. So, hey there, nice cart. And not only are they using that kind of that humor in the subject line, but they've also got free shipping on all orders, plus free returns always. So they're doing a little bit of loss aversion here to let you know, hey, it's not going to cost you anything else. And if you don't like them, you can return them. And not only that, but you've got your, oh, here we go. Styles sell out quickly, so we've held on to these. So they're just injecting a little bit of scarcity in there for you to let you know, hey, if you don't purchase these, they might not be here. So let's jump over to the second email real quick. Scarcity and urgency. These are going to become more and more important later on in your sequences, because if they don't respond to your first email, using scarcity and urgency is a good way to get them to respond afterwards, right? So hurry back while your items are still in stock. Don't leave a good thing behind. Act fast if you still want your items. These are just good ways to push people through your conversion funnel. as Puma did. Don't miss a thing. We noticed you left something behind in your shopping cart. Just a heads up, the quantities are often limited. So they're letting me know that if I don't make this purchase now, I'm probably not going to get a chance to. And so what did I do? I went and made the purchase. Actually, this morning, these shoes have been on my mind for a while, and I woke up to that second cart abandonment email this morning. It was like, I'm doing it. So anyways, it just happened to work out on the same day that I was presenting to you guys. So I went ahead and threw a screenshot in there for you. But let's get to the fun part here. So for all of you guys that are on this webinar today, you're going to, when you sign up for CartStack, you're going to be able to recover your first $1,000 in lost revenue for free. So what that means is that once you get signed up, once you go through the process, we have a customer success lead who will work with you to get your campaigns launched and signed up. Anyone that signs up will get a free integration and walkthrough call with Catherine, who will help you make sure integration is set up properly, help you get your email templates designed and sent off to our designers and into your campaigns and working properly. And then as soon as your campaigns are launched, you just get to recover revenue for free until you recover your first $1,000. And so in order to claim this, I'm going to have you guys go to nexternal.com/CartStack. And this is where I told you earlier where there's some instructions on installing CartStack on your Nexternal store. And that there's links and things there, but this is where you're going to go to be able to claim this offer. And I just want to show you, I showed you a King's Hawaiian testimonial there a minute ago. I showed you the King's Hawaiian email a minute ago, and I just kind of wanted to show you a testimonial. Just CartStack has more than paid for itself in recovered revenue. It's been a pleasure to work with. Pleased to have this abandoned cart recovery module added to our Nexternal platform. It works really well if you're running, if you have a decent amount of orders per month and you're pushing a good amount of traffic. The thing that's frustrating about running traffic is that you spend a lot of money and time pushing new potential customers to your website, and when they leave, it makes it more expensive the more and more you go after new customers. So the good thing about this is that when you're targeting people who have already been on your website, it's way less expensive. They are going to have, like I said earlier, the highest intent to purchase, and it's going to really help your bottom line a little bit in terms of, especially like I said, over the holidays, because cart abandonment rates are about to go from 75% to like 90%, and really using these coupons and injecting scarcity and these things like we've been talking about are really good tactics to get people back and engaging with your website. So I just wanted to do a few minutes. I think Lynette's still on with me. We're going to maybe do a couple questions.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. This one came in. Somebody wanted to hear more about the email designs that you said are going away.
Yeah. So you guys, when you get signed up and you go to that campaigns tab, what you're going to be able to do is upload your logo, any design assets, branding assets that you want included into the email. Upload those things there. Send them to us. We will have our designers create all 3 email campaigns for you, or all 3 emails in your campaign for you, and then work with you to dial in how they look and make sure they fit with whatever you want. You have full control over how they end up looking. But yeah, this is actually, we're in the process right now of doing a big redesigning our interface. And so with that redesign, and that's coming out in the next couple weeks. But with that redesign, that free email piece is going away. So if you guys want to be able to claim that, I would just recommend jumping on sooner than later and claiming that, just since that's going to expire soon.
That's a great service. Another question: how long does it typically take to get up and running?
Yeah, so that depends on you guys partially. If you want email designs created for all your email campaigns, it can take up to 3 or 4 days, depending on how long it takes us to get the design back and how many iterations of the design we do. But if you were to get into CartStack right now, go in, use kind of one of our basic templates and hit start, you could do it in as little as 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay. Does it say on the email, someone is asking if the email comes from CartStack or does it come from the client?
It doesn't say CartStack specifically. It comes from our ESP. So it doesn't say it comes from CartStack, but it won't say it comes from your website. This is an option that we have. We have a lot of users that would like to send from their own domains. We have our domains get really good deliverability, and so a lot of people just choose to use our domains just so they get inboxed more. However, if you would like to send from your own domain, totally doable. We just need to get our developer involved, and he just needs to set a few things up on our end, and you're good to go. And we'll help you with that free of charge.
Great. Also, the pricing and everything that we have that is available is listed. If you follow that link, that Colton, will you go back to that other slide that shows the link? If you can go back.
There we go.
There you go.
Actually,
okay,
I have
very
the page
simple.
pulled up here too.
Okay. Yep. There you go. So that link takes you here, which is basically showing you the summary of CartStack. Down there on the step 1, step 2, you can sign up for the free trial link, and then it says you can use the sample CartStack setup guide. That setup guide shows you exactly very simple step-by-step walkthrough what code you need to paste where in Nexternal. And then at the bottom are the pricing options. So there's 2 different options, percentage-based and pay-per-email pricing that are available. So again, if you just go to that page, you can click through and see those options.
And going to nexternal.com/CartStack is what will take you guys to that page.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Cool.
Great. I don't think we have any other questions.
All right.
So, well, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me on. I was excited. And you guys, by the way, if you have any other questions, colton@cartstack.com is my email. Send them right over. I'll get back to you ASAP.
Okay, great. Thank you. Bye.